So, Donald Trump emerges as the 47th president of America. I am really excited. Personally, I am happy because I told my friends that there's no way Kamala Harris can win. At the time where America is very vulnerable, you want to give what power to a woman like Kamala Harris that does not know her left from her right. It didn't make any sense to me. They started selling different propaganda against Trump, that Trump does not like Africans. If he becomes the president, Africans will no longer have access to the US, blah, 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 blah. My whole question used to be like, what do you want to go and do in the US? Your professionals should stay in Africa and work in Africa. They can go and gain knowledge outside, come back and implement what they learned. But that's by the way. Now, politics is a game of interest. Do you understand? What is my own interest? This is my interest.
I am fulfilling my dreams and becoming a pregnant dad. In the beginning, I had a few complications. She's been growing.
This is what I don't want to be seeing. Under the supervision of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, this world have crumbled down. Everything has turned upside down. All the wrongs started becoming rights. In America today, they have now started gender reassignments. For children, let's leave for adults, for kids. Do you know how crazy that sounds? Do you know how crazy that is? Parents telling their children that you are a cat.
My son does identify as a cat, but I cannot take him to a vet because I tried that, and the veterinarian told me that because he has human anatomy, that he does not know how to work on him or diagnose him with anything, and he legally cannot. So, and while I do think that is a form of discrimination, because, my son, if he says he's a cat, he is a cat.
My child is a cat. My child is not a human being. My child identifies as a cat. I watched that video that day. I was like, what is going on? They started putting all these things in cartoon, started teaching same sex to children, to toddlers, children in primary schools. Putting it in their cartoons that it's okay for a man to kiss a man, it's okay for a woman to kiss a woman. Do you understand? It was okay when they were doing all these things in secret. It became crazier when these people started trying to force it into the other part of the world, like Africa. They tried to force it in Ghana. I think they later ended up doing it. They tried to force it in Nigeria and in Uganda. The immoralities that came with Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. No wonder all those celebrities were following them. Beyonce, this one, all of them. We endorse Kamala Harris. I was like, But thank God for the reasonable Americans that decided to pick the right person. I don't care. No matter how racist Donald Trump is, I will pick Donald Trump over Kamala Harris 1 billion times. That's number one. Number two, under the supervision of Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, the world economy sunk. Because this war between Ukraine and Russia was avoidable. But instead of avoiding it, they kept on sponsoring it, pumping money and sponsoring these wars. Claiming the lives of innocent people, clearing a lot of people, family, mothers losing their children, wives losing their husband, a lot of things. Because of this war, Ukraine and Russia, look at the price of gas skyrocketed around the world. Around the world, under their supervision. See Israel and these people fighting under their supervision. Do you understand? So Trump coming into office, I want to believe that a lot of this, especially that war, stop all these lives that are lost, would stop. But my own interest, like I said, politics is a thing of interest. My own interest is this thing that they are doing to these kids in America. They are not giving them the right to choose who they want to be. Parents are beginning to choose for them. That's my own interest. I don't care about every other person's own. Just like in Nigeria now, the person I got interested in during the presidential election was Peter Obi, not because I like Peter Obi. The reason why my interest of Peter Obi is this, right? If Peter Obi becomes the president and if after 4 years he does not deliver, it will be easier to remove him from office. Do you understand? But we try everything. When they announced the results, we carried placard, we protested, hoping that the protest will be big as NSAS so that they can do a rerun. But it didn't work. Do you understand? So my interest did not work because I know say Don Jagger Python. If you collect power, if you not do it here, nobody if you do anything, bro. That is why. So shout out to Donald Trump. Even though you don't know me, I don't know you, I don't send your papa. But for the interest of the world, that's why I want you to become the president. At least nobody will be bossing Africans up that they must be agege. Nobody will force the same sex on us. Nobody will try to teach our children all those things, that it's okay for them to start doing all those things at those gender age. Nobody will nobody start teaching children that they have any other gender apart from male or female. Yes. Nobody. Now, America, they have over 15 genders. Somebody say identify as fan and table. Crazy. What are your pronouns? What is pronoun? You are a man and a woman, for crying out loud. Welcome, Donald Trump. Thank you. Welcome. And if you decide not to let Africans come to your country, peace and love. They should sit down in Africa and build Africa just like the place they are running to. They should get knowledge. They can study there, come back and implement. The illegal immigrants, deport them. Send them back home. Send them back home. Peace and love. Don't play.
Guys, I really agree with the very dark black man on this one. I think his analysis are really on point, and I really hope that, you know, Donald Trump is going to make the changes that he said he will. And for those who actually watch the presidential speeches and those who have been following this American election, they will actually agree with me and very dark black man that I feel like, personally, I felt like Donald Trump had more to offer than Kamala Harris. I felt like with Kamala Harris, it was all about, I'm black, you know, I'm a woman, let's vote for me and stuff. Meanwhile, with Donald Trump, he had a lot of things that he wants to change and that he is bringing on the table. Basically, for me, it was like, okay, no brainer. He is bringing more to the table than Kamala Harris. And guys, we should not forget that anything, any trend, no matter the trend, anything that starts in the United States of America will spread around the world like a wildfire. And it is only a matter of time before it gets into Africa. So we should be very, very careful with the type of, you know, president or with the type of person we want to put in power in the United States of America. Very, very careful. I mean, the United States is still the #1 superpower out there, and everybody basically mimic what they do. So we have to be very careful on that one. So for those of you who might be asking, was that a man being pregnant in the video? No, guys, that is not a man. That is a woman. That is a woman, a biological woman who actually changed to be a man and got into a relationship with another man. And since we know that genetically men cannot conceive, hence she had to carry their baby together. So genetically, she is a woman who changed to become a man and got into a relationship with another man. Hence, she had to carry the baby. That is why now we see as if it is a man carrying a baby. That is actually a woman who changed to become a man. So genetically, she is a woman, but changed to become a man to carry a baby and for them to have a family. So guys, let me know of your opinions in the comment section down below. Like and share. And if it is your first time here, please do not forget to click that like or follow button not to miss any of our videos, or subscribe button. Yes, guys, we are also on YouTube right now. You know, not to miss any of our videos. As I've said, shared for other people to be part of our conversation, of this beautiful conversation. And if it is your first time here, as I said, don't forget to click that like, follow, or subscribe button not to miss any of our videos. Thank you for watching, guys.